Hey there Virgos, welcome into the channel. I'm going to be looking into the main storylines, something that Spirit wants you to know today. So obviously this is general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Hit that like button and let me know in the comments how this reading pans out for you. Okay, Four of Swords. Main storyline for Virgo, please Spirit. Ooh. Main storyline for Virgo. Five of Wands. Okay, so you may be resting after what felt like somewhat of a conflict or some clash of energies here. Or this could be you also resting up to jump into something that you're really invigorated to start trying out. It could be a new business world, this could be a new sport, or something you want to get involved in that is slightly competitive in nature, but it boosts your creative power, something that really gets you motivated to compete or to win or to alchemize that beautiful reality of yours. Five of Wands can get a bad rap of being, you know, all about conflict, but also it can be about you knowing you can measure up to any competition that's in the realm, and that doesn't have to be negative. Okay, we can be inspired by those who are wonderful around us and just know that we're good enough to do the same thing they're doing. So I feel like you're really focusing on self-care and ways of getting your energies up to their highest alchemical format, meaning once you've recovered yourself, once you've got back up to a high vibration, to your best version of yourself, then there's something waiting for you to jump into and get involved with. But you need to be at full strength mentally, spiritually, physically, to really alchemize that beautiful reality that you want. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is you reaching a mental space where you feel really clear and really feel like a winner, because you got back to that mental space where life just looks better, right? You're seeing through a lens of clarity. You feel like a winner and you feel like you can achieve anything you want. The Ace of Swords is where we come back around to full circle after some sort of Ten of Swords as well. So you'll come back around and you'll start the whole sequence afresh. From a fresh mental perspective, once you've transmuted those energies that you were in the last storyline. I feel like you're starting a whole new pathway of thought, right? So something that really interests or intrigues you. Sorry about that beeping. It goes a bit crazy around here in the summer. So I live in the middle of my city, so where was I? Yeah, this is about you having a new mindset, like fresh for a whole new chapter of life, I feel, with this Ace of Swords. Something creative. Writing might be, you might be writing something or creating something with the mind here, okay? Something to do with writing or intellectual creations, okay? Something that you want people to understand on an intellectual level could be relevant for one of you out there. Show me messages for Virgo. Two of Cups, beautiful. So you may be sharing energy soon, or this might already be happening in your reality, but there's this definite sense of you sharing energies with someone who's really on your wavelength, someone who really gets you. Again, I feel like this is a result of this clear mindset, knowing what you want and who you are so you can conjure it up, and I feel like you're going to be rewarded with that. In your reality, you're going to magnetize up a beautiful reciprocal friendship or relationship or business partnership. You will know how this resonates, but it's going to be someone you can trust. It's going to be someone with a matching heart and soul, I'm getting. Someone who really makes you feel understood and accepted and who truly supports you, and vice versa. This is beautiful mixing of two human energies here in a lovely harmonious way. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's this definite need for you to establish yourself, and I feel like you're doing that with this Ace of Swords. I feel like you really know who you are now, and I feel like you've been through a few battles and they've taught you how good you are at bouncing back from a low frequency, or how good you are at jumping out of storylines that don't suit you, okay? Of like pulling the parachute cord and just getting out of that situation with a clear mind before it drags you in too deeply, right? This is really about you appreciating all your money and all your power and currency in the game, okay? So this is about you harvesting your resources, and again, that's not just on a money level, money you've got in the bank, but you're harvesting your resources in a way where you feel like you've got a full cupboard of energies, in terms of you feel happy, you feel fed, you feel rested, you feel appreciation. This is about you being completed in and of yourself, all right? And I feel like if you are involved in a relationship, this person will really respect your independence, all right? They won't want to drag you into a little narrative where you feel stagnant, okay? You can be in a beautiful divine connection and still both be in your Nine of Pentacles energy, where you just are a badass player in the game. You just know what you want to alchemize, and you've got your own projects, your own niches, and your own passions. And I feel like you're really establishing that in your soul, in a soul level, and bringing in that response from the universe so that you feel really secure and you feel like you are who you've always wanted to be. The Nine of Pentacles is you being your best version of yourself. Beautiful energy, Virgo. I feel like you're really finding out who you are and what you want from life and how to magic it up. I feel like you're feeling very magic and very complete and very whole at this time, or you will be, okay? These are energies that are potentially coming up for you if you keep that clear mindset and conjure that up in your reality. That's definitely a good thing. And Nine of Pentacles is a Virgo card. Okay, so the 8, 9 and 10 of Pentacles are all Virgo cards. And the Nine of Pentacles is you really finding that platform. You know, I do love the Nine of Pentacles, you know, by how I'm going on about it. Well done, Virgo. Beautiful energy. What else for Virgo? Fortitude, strength. Yeah, again, this sense of you being ready to get into a new level of the game, okay? Something that is gonna really reward you and it's gonna strengthen your soul. I feel like you've been really looking after yourself and, you know, being organized, being clear-minded, really getting yourself in the alchemical positioning you need to be in before you start a new project or a new pathway, a new chapter in life. I feel like you've got all the strength you need here. I can really feel this sense of you getting your heart chakras aligned in the right positionings and your soul really merging in with you in a strong way. There's a real richness here. I feel like you really value your currency and you've really learned how powerful you are when it comes to what you conjure up or what you invite into your reality in the dream that you are creating through your consciousness. There's a great deal of strength here. Leo energy coming out. Again, Five of Wands is a Leo energy, and I feel like a lot of the time it is a sign that your oversoul, your higher self is telling you, you know what, you are tough, you can create any reality you want, and you're getting clearer on that, Virgo. I feel like that's really beautiful energy. The Hierophant. So traditions, institution, divine connections, authorities. We've got the Queen of Swords. Again, that sense of clarity, that sense of things having to make logical sense and practical sense for you to make that move. And I feel like you've realized that it's logical to be in your higher energies before you make that move. So I feel like you're really merging your logical mind and your creative mind in a beautiful way that creates a pattern of energy in our reality for us to conjure up from when we balance out both sides of our minds and both sides of our masculinity, femininity, linearity, creativity. You're getting a good handle on all that, and you're, you know, I feel like really connecting with some divine energies here with the Hierophant. This is you being in a good symbiosis, a good smooth connection with your guides and any supportive ancestors you have, and again that higher self. So you're syncing up with these streams of consciousness that are keeping you on a very powerful alchemical signal. You're in a very powerful mind space. And the mind space, the mindset creates reality. And I feel like you're getting a really good instinct for this now. Yeah, transformation. So I feel like all your diligence, all your courage. I feel a lot of courage in here, Virgo. All your courage and diligence and sticking to who you truly are and really following your own star and knowing by how you feel and trusting yourself that you're creating the reality you want and not letting 3D influences affect you too much, you know. You're sticking to your guns of who you are and doing a real good job of it. And this is going to lead to this great transformation. You are literally being birthed into a new metaphysical, into a new portion of the dream that we all share in. Okay, so you have to line up with the frequency of the life you want to live, and you're doing that, Virgo. I feel a real strength here. You're very rooted in your own energies, and you're doing it in a way that is just perfectly suited to your soul because you're letting your real self just flow. So that will always be the most perfect elixir or potion to create the reality you want, is always to access that oversoul and your own unique essence, that unique, the unique potion that is you. You know, your energy is unique, and you're really thriving as a very unique ethereal being, I feel here, Virgo. Actually, I might get this other deck and clarify with another deck. Okay, we've got the Ten of Swords showing its little head. Again, like I say, this Ace of Swords, I intuited earlier, was you know, the restarting of the swords, if that makes sense. So you've been through a Ten of Swords situation, all right? So this would have been a mindset lesson that you had to learn, and now you're starting a whole new mindset from a higher vibrational level. And I feel like you've really learnt your lessons from any past situations that ended up not feeling too good, ended up feeling like a betrayal or whatever. You've learnt your lessons. You've learnt your lessons from those things, and you've took all the best things you could learn from that, and you've left the rest, and you're determined to be strong here. I love it. Okay. Any clarifications for the Four of Swords? How funny. We've got the Four of Swords, clarifying the Four of Swords. So yeah, this is a definite confirmation that Spirit wants you to double down on that self-care. You can never love yourself enough. You can never get enough good feeling energy in your consciousness, in your reality, in your perception of life. So the more you love yourself, the more you pamper yourself, the more you do the things that you know are going to enhance your reality, the better, okay? You can never love yourself too much. That's the energy and message I'm getting from this. Five of Wands, we've got the Devil here. Okay, interesting. So I feel like you know that there's no devil that can conquer you, okay? Like I say, this is like you being ready for the fight. This is like shadow energies coming towards you, and you acknowledging the shadow within yourself and being like, you know what, two can play that game, and I'm just going to keep transmuting whatever you send to me into a higher vibrational format. You know, by loving our shadow and by letting it feel loved, by letting it exist, we exalt it and we bring it up to a higher level. So it's like, you know, we've got to acknowledge that that shadow exists in us, and that we can take, you know, humans are magic. We can find a dog that's been treated like crap and it's aggressive and it's scared, and we're so magic with our loving natures. We can use our love to completely bring that dog home with us and nurture it and nourish it into a state of love. We can nourish that animal into a state of love that changes its whole life and the whole of reality, and we have an instinct to do that. And there's something here with regards to loving the shadow of others, of yourself, of not being scared by that shadow, I feel, that's very powerful. The Tower. Okay, this is a lot about sudden epiphanies, sudden little bolts of truth coming through to you, really feeling the energies of clarity, like when you have an epiphany and you get that moment of clarity, that moment of beautiful realization. Spirit's saying, write it down, okay, with the Ace of Swords here. Write these epiphanies down. Get yourself a special notebook. You could use that notebook for journaling your dreams. There are also lots of messages in our dreams. Anything that makes you feel something, or makes you feel moved, or makes you feel high vibrational, or makes you feel like you've had an epiphany moment of how beautiful life is, whatever it is that affects you the most, write it down. Make a record of it, okay? That's the advice from Spirit now. Beautiful spiritual work you're doing. Okay, Ten of Wands and the Two of Cups. One more, please. The Emperor. Interesting. Okay, I feel like this could be someone to do with your work, although I don't like to separate work from reality, because, you know, when you're on your highest path, everything you are is mixed in with everything else, and then we just start alchemizing our reality in a different way, where we're not separating work to life. We are just flowing and being who we are, and that brings in abundance. It's a completely different mindset, but I feel like there's someone here who may lighten the load. It's sort of like a partner in crime, perhaps. Someone who lightens the load from your work burdens. There may be like a sanctuary, someone who plays that role. Like when you join your consciousness, when you see this person, and you spend time together, it could feel like a real delight, okay? You might share a lot of your work ideas with this person, but there's definitely something here about sharing the load, okay? And this person being a great, like I said, like a little ray of light, someone who you can discuss business ideas. They may offer you solutions. They just feel like a supportive energy, all right? They're telling me it's not easy being on the throne. We all need we all need advice from our friends and trusted consorts, and I really feel like that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. There's someone that you can trust, someone that's quite special, quite a special energy. Show me the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, not the Knight. Show me the Nine. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. That's gorgeous energy, Virgo. This is really you loving, you know, your positioning, loving who you are, really giving off some radiant energies that flow all throughout the dream. You know, when one person's in alignment, Their energy is so powerful and affects so many other energies. It's like a butterfly effect. And I really feel like you knowing who you truly are and being so secure, okay, secure in your home life, secure in how you feel about who you are. There's a real sense of you being secure and knowing your value, and the self-love that you're conjuring up is powerful and beautiful. So basically, like hitting the target, right? You've really hit the target with who you are and how you're showing up in the world, and you're doing great spiritual work. You really lift the vibration of this whole reality. If you see reality as like a shared TV station where you can go into so many different storylines and so many different sets and locations, you're really bringing a beautiful character to reality. Like you're becoming the person you were always meant to be, or you found that place in your mind where, like, right, yeah, this is who I am and I feel so good being here. And that's how we know who we truly are. We feel so good being that version of ourselves and keeping ourselves on a high vibration. And, you know, a win for the one is a win for the all. We're all in this together. And that loving energy is so powerful. So it's like you're being given a gold star from the universe for loving yourself so beautifully. True and genuine love for the self is a beautiful thing, because it doesn't involve narcissism, okay? It's, you know, people may say that will make you scared. Or am I being narcissistic by loving myself? No, because when you truly love yourself, you truly love others. And it's just a natural symbiosis takes place. Show me the Strength card, please, Spirit. One at a time, please. King of Swords. Okay, beautiful. This is almost like you realizing that you've got the balance in your mind. Like I said earlier, you're really balancing out both sides of your mind here, and it's making you that much stronger. So you're accepting lots of different sides of yourself, and you're harmonizing them through that acceptance and through that self-love, and you're becoming more than you've ever been before here. Okay, this is really you gaining that control of your own mindset, and you realizing that happiness is a choice, and realizing that you conjure your own reality through how you choose to feel, and really directing yourself rather than just going with the flow when it comes to old habits, or rather than letting that lower self, rather than letting any insecurities or fears rule you. You're seeing clearly that that self-love is what really gets the ball rolling in life. It's what really gets the momentum moving, and you meet new and beautiful people, and beautiful opportunities come up because you've realized that love is the truth, not fear, not insecurity. Anything based on fear isn't going to get you the reality you want. When you make decisions from with the intention, a fearful intention behind it, it just doesn't manifest up the storylines we want, because we are literally the creators of our reality. We can script our realities, we can conjure it up with how we feel. And I feel like you're doing a great job with that. You're seeing clearly something has happened in your world that makes you see really clearly who you are and what you want and how to get it. Okay, I'm rambling on a bit. Show me the Hierophant, please, Spirit. It's what I do. I go off on tangents. Okay, wow, we've got the King of Pentacles showing up next to the Hierophant. So, okay, this is almost like divine loot. Okay, you've got a lot of energies and beautiful gifts waiting when you can align your mindset with the frequency of your vortex. Think of the vortex, as mentioned by Abraham Hicks, as being the place where all of your prizes are kept. Okay, so when we alchemize our reality properly, and we have that self-love, and we start realizing how powerful we are, we can float into our vortex, and it's like floating into a tomb with so many beautiful relics. And you know, it's not quite as simple as just the physicalized loot. I'm just using ideas of treasure to make your mind realize that when you're at a high vibration and you're joyful, loads of things that you've stored through your imagination, that you've told the universe, I would love that experience, or I would love that car, I would love to have a beautiful friendship group that I can just be understood by and have beautiful dinners with. That stuff gets magnetized into your life. Once you raise your frequency, you access your vortex, and I feel like you've got a big storehold of loot that's going to be flowing into your life in terms of like the way your reality starts flowing for you. You're going to feel like you're in a beautiful movie where beautiful things keep happening to you. All right, and you've conjured it up. You deserve what you get in this reality, and you realize you deserve great things, and that's created it. Beautiful energy. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands here. I feel like this is about you maintaining this beautiful childlike exuberance. Your inner child is fused in with all that you are. And when we're high vibrational, we feel like kids again. We feel like life is beautiful, and we've got the world is at our feet, and there's so many beautiful things and places and people to meet and go and be. And I feel like you are doing that now. You're floating along a river of life that's so much more beautiful. And it is after cutting things off. You know, this is your reward. Everything we cut off, or we tell the universe, no, I don't want that anymore, we're making space for the newness to come in. And I feel like you've stuck to your dreams. There's a definite sense of the inner child being happy to be floating along the river of life. And you've been loyal to that part of you that wants a beautiful life. You've been loyal to that inner child. And it's a gorgeous thing to see. One more for the Death card, please, Spirit. One more for the Death card. Ace of Swords again. Okay, beautiful. I love this coming out again, because again, it just reinforces that clarity of mind that you found. And it's a sign from the Oversoul, from the Godhead, from our, you know, the people who watch over us in non-physical. It's a sign from them that yes, you're on the right path. Yes, you did the right thing. Yes, you're thinking clearly. And yes, it doesn't have to be any more stressful than that. You can enjoy those moments where you're seeing clearly and everything's going well, and acknowledge it for what it is. I don't feel like you're going to get any strifey, negative energies coming around for a while, because they've kind of given up. I feel like there's energies that have just given up, and they think, well, you know what, I can't bring this human being down. And again, this is on very subliminal levels, this can happen. But I feel like you're going on to newer and better energies. You're attracting in next level souls, because you deserve the nurturing, because you rejected the toxicity, and you just see clearly with it. You see it for how it is. You see people in their shadow as just people lost and controlled by their shadow, and you don't take it personally. And I think that's a beautiful, powerful, alchemical mindset to actually be in. Any advice going forward? Any advice for Virgo, please, Spirit? Ace of Swords, no way. Ace of Swords 3 times. How is that? How is that? So yeah, they're just really rubbing it in here, really reinforcing that beautiful mindset you've developed, Virgo. I can't believe I'm seeing another Ace of Swords out here, but this is what I love about tarot. It just communicates with you, it talks to you, and you know, it will continue to get its message across. All right, my tools, my cards are my babies, and they love to talk to me clearly and beautifully. So I love that for you. Ace of Swords, Virgo, you've got the winning mindset here. I don't feel like I need to pull another one. I feel like that's pretty much rubbing it in and completing the reading. Okay, Page of Cups. Yeah, okay. So just remember to be your own best friend. The Page of Cups is about that beautiful imagination, and knowing that that childlike imagination that we have is so powerful, and you can still be a boss and let your inner child come along on the ride with you, and let that imagination run wild and joyful. Okay, it's about that joyful, high vibrational, ethereal, childlike. You could almost call it like a fairy in a garden. That's how it translates to my mind. But let me know in the comment box how your inner child likes to roam free and be completely connected to source energy. And let me know. I want to know how your inner child's manifests. To me, I'm a bit fairyistic. I like meadows, and you know, I'm quite ethereal. But all the other witches out there know what I mean when you try and make your own perfume from flowers in the garden. Anyway, I hope this reading's been a joyful experience for you, Virgo. Please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can get updates when I post more of these alchemical videos. Keep doing what you're doing. Ace of Swords, all right, they're really drilling that point across. Keep that beautiful, clear mindset. Honor your own truth. And I hope I see you again, Virgo. Lots of love.